By this point, you know the kind of cars I review. Crossovers, SUVs, electric cars, hybrids, diamond cut wheels, screens up the ass, sustainable mobility, all that good stuff. The car I'm reviewing today is none of those things. Welcome to Korrmotive. As you can see, the car adorning your screens right now is a 2013 BMW 3 Series. But this is no ordinary 3 Series, this is a 335i. That means it makes noises like this. Not that you could tell by looking at it. It just looks like an ordinary 3 Series with an M Sport kit. It's definitely a sleeper. The only giveaway is the exhaust. If you know, you know. The F30 Generation 3 Series was sold from 2012 to 2019. Today's specimen is a 2013 model and it belongs to friend of the channel Andy. It's finished in black and it comes with the M Sport body kit and wheels. He also replaced the stock chrome kidney grills with double slat black grills. This is a good time to mention that this car is not fully stock. It has the M Power kit, which bumps its vital stats up to 322 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. It also has an Evolution Raceworks charge pipe, it's on KW V3 coilovers, and it has a Stage 2 transmission too. The owner has big plans for this car, so if you would like to see an update once more stuff has been done to it, let me know. In terms of design, I think the F33 series is a fantastic looking car. While I still firmly think that BMW design peaked in the 90s, this era of BMW comes in at a close second. And this was one of the last truly good looking BMWs before they transitioned into the hideous, in-your-face atrocities that they sell today. The stance on this particular one just makes it even better, and it looks super mean in black. Powering the F33... Powering the F3335i, which was sold until 2015 before it was replaced by the 340i, is a 3-liter twin-scroll turbocharged 6-cylinder, also known as the N55. In stock form, it puts out 302 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 400 Nm of torque from 1,200 to 5,000 RPM. But as I said, this car has the M Power kit, which puts that up to 322 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. With the kit equipped, the official 60 mph sprint happens in a blistering 4.6 seconds, onto its 155 mph or 250 km/h limited top speed. This applies to the 335i xDrive with the automatic like this one. Let's step inside. The interior is super well made, it's got good materials, and it's very comfortable. Before we can talk about that, however, we need to start it up first. The best part. Let's check out the interior. This car obviously has the M Sport steering wheel, which means it's wrapped in some properly thick leather, and it has an M badge on the bottom. I was never sure about this steering wheel design, but it's not too bad in the flesh. Obviously, these carbon fiber paddle shifters are aftermarket. Power goes to the wheels through the ubiquitous ZF 8HP 8-speed automatic transmission, which also has a manual mode. This transmission has become known in the BMW community for draining your bank account when it comes time to refill the fluid. Other than that, it's fantastic, as you learned in the driving section. Shifting into reverse activates the parking sensors, which this car obviously has. No camera though. Speaking of, this car has the smaller infotainment screen, but it does run a relatively modern version of xDrive, and it does include everything you need. Side note, this is easily peak BMW interior design, along with some of the more recent ones. It hasn't really aged. The equipment on this car can be summarized as odd. Parking sensors, dual zone climate control, power front seats with memory settings for the driver, and the heads-up display, yes. But no cruise control or power folding mirrors. When I say no cruise control, I mean literally no cruise control of any kind. It's sort of the equivalent to 80s Mercedes models with crank windows. This 335i also comes with the drive mode selector, and the drive modes run the gamut from Eco Pro to Sport Plus. the latter of which backs off the stability control. The owner tells me you can get this car to slide, but I didn't do that because I'm a little it's not my car and there was no real opportunity to do that. Still, with McPherson struts in the front and a multi-link setup in the rear, the F30 has all the necessary hardware to handle corners like it's nobody's business. While we're on the subject of grip and sliding, this car was on Pilot Sport 4s, which is the best tire in the game, as I'm sure you all know. Backseat room surprised me. I always thought the 3 Series was tight in the back seat, but that couldn't be further from the truth, even with my enlarged dimensions and the driver's seat in my position. That being said, it's a push to get 5 people in this car. The trunk is also roomy, large enough to carry a box of coilovers with no problem. Enough of the technical stuff, it's time to get behind the wheel. We did some town driving before going out on the highway, and it's amazing how docile this car is. You would never be able to guess that it could embarrass an Aston Martin DB7 in a drag race. The engine is very quiet and relaxed, and there's just the right amount of engine noises if you do decide to floor it a bit. It's time to finally get the 335i out on the highway. I'll let you enjoy the straight 6 Symphony first. That was definitely one of the highlights, but there's more. The way this car chomps away at highways is unparalleled. They don't call them Autobahn cruise ships for no reason. Excellent sound insulation, it's very comfortable, and it's so relaxing that you have no idea how fast you're going until you look at the heads-up display or speedometer. The transmission also did a fantastic job in town and on the highway. In town, you cannot feel it shifting. It just slushes gears together with no real drama. On the highway, it doesn't hesitate to drop a few gears so you can overtake or do pulls, even in the automatic sport mode. Manual mode, meanwhile, is very quick and precise. Fabulous. The composure and the immense pulling power are also something else. I didn't really have much else to say here. It was basically impossible for me to fault this car in just about every driving situation. Easily one of, if not the most impressive car I've driven this year. And I drove 5 different Porsches this year. I was never one for BMWs all that much. I've torn them multiple assholes over the years. Just ask Twitter or my friends. Yes, I have them. But after spending some time with this incredible 335i, I get it. And I've started considering one for myself. Andy's 335i left a massive impression on me, which is why it's the first ever car I've reviewed to score a 9.5 out of 10. Damn near perfect. And that's going to be about it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.